guys, welcome back to my channel. Ovulation Test Line Progression for cycle number 6. The insanity of it. When you don't ovulate, when you expect to ovulate and you realize you've already ovulated. Let's have a look at these tests and then we'll get into that. So, for starters, let's have a look at the strip tests. So I use the first response strip tests. These are all the tests I took from cycle day 11 right down to cycle day 17, which is today as I'm filming this. So I started cycle day 11 because if you have a look at my previous cycle, and I purposely put them on the same page for this reason. So if you have a look at my previous cycle, cycle day 11, I used a cheapie. There was really no reason to use anything more expensive because look at cycle day 12. There's like nothing there practically. Like it's completely negative. Negative on cycle day 13, then cycle day 14, something's happening, and cycle day 15 is my positive. Starting getting lighter, lighter, and lighter. Now, I started cycle day 11 thinking I was going to get a clear-cut negative. I got this. Followed by this on cycle day 12 in the morning, and then the afternoon of cycle day 12 was like, boom, I'm here. And then I started getting lighter. So even though I'm expecting cycle day 13, cycle day 14, cycle day 15 to be ovulation day, I was getting lighter and lighter tests right up until today where look at that, that's like a clear-cut negative. So I basically ovulated on cycle day 13 or like a very, very late cycle day 12. But like seriously, that's like 2 days before I thought I was ovulating. And it's like very, very clear because look at that, how dark that is. Like technically this is a positive as well as these, but this one is the darkest one out of them all. Cycle day 15 is when I always get my positives and look at it. So I was in complete shock. If you guys saw the live, I was like, what is going on? So because I was using the digitals, I was quite confused as I was getting flashy faces pretty much throughout using the advanced ones. And these were very expensive, guys. So I started on cycle day 10 and I got a clear-cut negative. So I was like, okay, we're good. Continued on with cycle day 11. And as you can see, the line popped up, but it was a flashy face, not a positive. Cycle day 12, the line got darker, still flashing. Cycle day 13, the line was dark, pretty much as dark as cycle day 12 with a flashy face. And then from cycle day 14, the line starts to slowly vanish. And as it vanishes, it just keeps flashing, basically. So I pretty much got 9 out of 10 flashing faces with cycle day 12 and 13 being darker lines, but not a positive as far as these tests are concerned. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, oh my god, I ovulated early. I was expecting to ovulate cycle day 15 as usual, which was a Tuesday. And I felt weird on the Sunday that I kind of chalked it up to like, you know, Easter, and I'm Greek Orthodox, so our Easter was on Sunday. Like all the food and stuff I ate, I didn't really think too much of it. And then I realized that I ovulated. If you haven't seen my live stream, yeah. I was pretty dumbfounded. So my basic concern with the digitals are the fact that I spent so much money on something that ended up not working. To be honest, I did start testing 2 days later than what it does suggest. It does say that if you have a 28-day cycle, you should start at cycle day 8. I started on cycle day 10. So I don't know if I messed up my own results somehow by not testing when I should have. The first test I did though was negative, and I also tested again that afternoon just to double check, and it was clear-cut negative. So I don't know if it needed more time. I don't know. Because technically the lines on the digitals, and I'm sure you shouldn't look at these because technically this also tests for estrogen. So I'm not 100% sure how the lines would work on this test because of the 2 hormones it detects. But cycle day 12 and 13 do have darker lines in comparison to the other tests. So that is something that I suppose you can't exactly overlook. With all that said, fun times, considering I ovulated on cycle day 13, which is what I'm considering, because technically I would get my darkest line on the day I ovulate with these tests, with the strips. However, I just want to be safe, so I am saying cycle day 13 was ovulation day. I'm not going to say cycle day 12 and then risk like being too early because like it's already early enough. Like I don't need it to be any more early than this. So I'm saying I ovulated cycle day 13, which is insane considering it's still 2 days sooner than what I thought. So instead of me starting pregnancy tests on Wednesday, Thursday, I'm starting on Monday. which is actually 8 DPO. So I'm going to skip 7 DPO pregnancy tests because it's a Sunday. We are going to be going to IKEA, just doing some general errands and things that we want to get done anyway, so it will be a busy day. And 7 DPO is always early, and yeah, since I get the chance of testing earlier than I thought anyway, I'm going to be completely busy and not have time to really think about pregnancy tests and stuff like that. I'm gonna leave 7 DPO and go straight to Monday 8 DPO. So that's when you can expect my pregnancy tests to begin coming in. I'm really excited about this cycle. We managed to baby dance, which is what was really crazy, was that we baby danced literally, I think, so cycle day 8, cycle day 9, then we didn't do anything, I believe, cycle day 11. We baby danced cycle day 12, cycle day 13. So we were baby danced like quite a bit, and even before that, but before that, I mean, technically you wouldn't count it because it's not in the fertile window. So we baby danced quite a few times before ovulation, as well as the day right before ovulation and the day of ovulation, without knowing it was ovulation, which is what is just insane, that we were like right on time, and everything was just done like for fun and not really expecting anything, not really thinking of it as baby dancing, to be honest, because I thought ovulation was late. So I feel like that is kind of a good thing, that we weren't thinking of it as baby dancing, that we had fun and it was just a matter of being intimate, and we actually caught ovulation spot on without even knowing. I'm currently 4 DPO today and pregnancy tests are coming up next week. It is like literally, it's Thursday. Like I'm testing on Monday, like 3 days, 4 days. Like that's nothing. That's insane. It's like everything is like this cycle is just flying by. And I have to say, symptom wise up to now, 4 DPO, clearly based on the prolactin issues I've been having. I have not been having sore breasts, very little, like little tiny twinges, maybe here and there, ever so slightly, not the pain I would have previous couple of cycles right before ovulation and throughout until I got my period. I've barely felt anything, which I'm actually taking as a positive, because previous cycles I would start feeling sick, I would start feeling like the nausea, I would start feeling cramping and like all sorts of symptoms right off the bat from ovulation moving forward until my period. So I'm taking that as a good sign. And yeah, I am blabbering on now, guys, so I'm gonna leave you and I will see you on Monday. Bye, guys.